Hello everyone, and welcome back to another brand new video. Today is the day that many of us have been waiting so long for. We have gotten the deep dive for Pokemon Horizons, and then of course next week this series begins. So we're not going to waste any time, we're going to get right into it. Throughout this video I'm going to be putting on screen lots of different new images that we got not only today from the deep dive, from press releases, but also different things we've seen on the social media accounts throughout the week. So let's get started. First things first, we should discuss the new episode titles that we got just, I think, yesterday. So next week on April 14th, finally Pokemon Horizons will begin with the Pendant of Beginning Parts 1 and 2. These will be the first two episodes, and they're going to be probably primarily focused on Liko, showing all the different trailer shots that we've seen not every single week, but the past few weeks, all those different shots of Liko going to the school and getting Sprigatito. Those are probably going to be happening in these two episodes. Additionally, through the deep dive, we were able to actually see the first 2 minutes of the first episode. And guys, it was amazing. It was beautiful. I'm going to try to put as much footage as I can in this video. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be, chopped up and edited. I can't put the exact thing, directly as it is because I'll surely get a strike. But I'll try to incorporate a few different images and bits of footage here and there. So, long story short, the little, 2-minute snippet basically just showed Liko going to her bus stop. She's already in Kanto. She's going to her bus stop at Route 22, and she's getting on the bus basically to go to the academy. And we see a little bit of Liko's personality here, which shows that she's a little bit shy. She isn't really the best with interacting with other people yet, and she really talks a lot in her head. She has a lot of internal monologue going on, so it's really nice. Now, unfortunately, we don't get to see too much of Roy here, and it's really kind of mixed if Roy will be appearing that much at all. Now, we did recently get the cast list for the 2 episodes, and they mention Roy's voice actress, but apparently that doesn't really mean he's going to appear. Apparently, nowadays, they just list all the major voice actors and actresses, and it doesn't matter if the character appears or not. I don't know. I don't remember that being that way in the past, but if that's what it is, that's what it is. So right now, we don't know if Roy will be appearing. I really hope he does. But if he doesn't, hopefully he will appear soon. We do know that we also have the title for episode 3, which is As Long As I'm With Sprigatito, I'm Sure. So again, it's another episode focusing on Liko and Sprigatito, and I'm going to guess maybe this will be where they start getting closer and start forming a bit more of a bond. But as you can see from that title, seems like it'll be another Liko-focused episode, so once again, not too sure if Roy will be appearing, but at the very least, the fact that we have 3 Liko episodes back-to-back gives me hope that at the very least, hopefully Roy will get his episodes back-to-back. Maybe Liko will get her 3, and then Roy will get 3, and maybe then they'll, come together and meet Frieda and his crew, and they'll all travel together at some point. But those are the first 3 episode titles that we know, and additionally, something else we learned from the deep dive is that Pokemon Horizons is actually going to have different subtitles that's going to change as the story progresses. And the first few episodes that we just talked about, and I guess maybe a few more, the early episodes, will have the subtitle Liko and Roy Set Off. So, in English, of course, the show is called Pokemon Horizons, and every single dub has a different title. But in Japan, it's only called Pocket Monsters. So in Japan, it's going to be called Pocket Monsters Liko and Roy Set Off for the first few episodes. So this, I think, is actually really, really cool and really interesting. We've never really had anything like this. Of course, the different dubs have had different kind of subtitles for different seasons and series as the show has progressed. But this is the first time the Japanese version has done anything like this, as far as I'm aware. So that's really cool, and it's really interesting to me because I think this has a lot of potential to, set up lots of different types of arcs and different storylines throughout the series. So that sounds really cool. Like the first ones could be, Liko and Roy Set Off, but maybe another in the future you could get something like, Liko and Roy head to Galar or something like that. Guys, you guys know I'm just joking, but anything like that. I'm really interested in what we're going to see with these future subtitles, how long they're going to last, as in how many episodes will have a certain subtitle, so that'll be cool to see. We also got some more information about the ending theme, which apparently is going to be a rap, and it's going to be performed by Liko and Roy, so that'll be cute. Hopefully we'll get to hear that, we will get to hear that on, of course, Friday, so hopefully it'll be really nice. And the other big information that we got is what I was hoping for, some more information on Liko and Roy as characters. So we got a press release that says that Liko is a very shy girl with lots of internal thoughts who takes a step forward towards adventure in order to find a dream. while Roy is a passionate and outgoing boy that grew up on a remote island in the Kanto region and who dreams of becoming an adventurer that challenges the Pokemon from the legends. So that is great to know. We didn't get too much new stuff from that, but we did get a good amount of new stuff. Mainly that Liko is pretty shy and has a lot of internal thoughts, which we were able to see in the 2-minute teaser that we got today. Liko actually talks in her head, I think, for the entirety of that 2 minutes. I don't think she speaks aloud at all. So that's really interesting, and it'll be really nice, I think, to see Liko's personality and that she's rather on the shy side. Meanwhile, Roy, on the other hand, is very outgoing, and it said he dreams of becoming an adventurer. So that, to me, sounds like he's going to be really great friends with Freed and his crew, and he's going to really like traveling with them. I already pretty much anticipated it once the official site said he wanted to go on an adventure, so it looks like Roy is going to be the one really excited for this whole region hopping thing. So that is cool. Some other small details we got were just, like Freed's blimp. It mentions how, the Carkol and the Slugma that we saw are powering up Freed's airship, and I think we figured that most of those Pokemon on the poster were going to be part of Freed's crew, so I think this just gives us a bit more confirmation on that. As I mentioned before, we got some more screenshots that I will be putting on screen as this video goes on, so that'll be great to see. We see lots of different characters, Liko's friend with the Oshawott, and lots of different things. So something else nice from the preview that we were able to see were some Paldean Pokemon. We got to see my adorable little Pawmi, one of my favorite new Pokemon, and we got to see Finizen, so that is nice as well. Also, in the preview, we saw a little bit of Nidothing and Quaxley, and we saw the actual the other girls on the bus that Liko got on. They were the ones watching Nidothing, so it looks like Nidothing is going to be a really popular, I guess, streamer that lots of the characters are going to watch, so that's good to know as well. And the last thing I wanted to throw in here, which that was pretty much everything for the teaser, for the deep dive, the previews and everything like that. The only other thing I kind of wanted to throw in here is that I wanted to let you guys know that there is going to be a manga, a secondary manga actually. There's already going to be a manga based off of Horizons, but there's going to be another one, and it's basically called Pokemon Liko's Treasure, and it seems a bit different from what we're seeing from, the actual Pokemon Horizons and even the other manga. And that this one seems to be primarily focused only on Liko. It doesn't really seem to have Aurora there at all. Not to mention, Liko seems to have all 3 of the Paldean starters here, and she seems to have them right off the bat. Instead of her getting Sprigatito at school, she just has all 3 of them together, and it starts out with her in Paldea and going on this adventure. So that's really interesting, and I thought I would bring that up. I believe this manga starts, and I think the other one also starts either later this month or next month. So I'll try to keep you guys updated on that as well. But with all that said, that's pretty much all I wanted to say for this video. And guys, next week, finally, we will be watching Pokemon Horizons. It feels like we've been waiting an eternity, but finally, Pokemon Horizons will be starting on next week. Mark your clocks, guys, to get up early in the morning. Okay, you guys don't have to get up early. Well, I don't know your time zones, but just be prepared. Just be prepared for this episode because it is coming next Friday and it's going to be great. I really do want to do a live reaction for you guys, but I just don't know. YouTube is so strict about that kind of stuff and getting copyright strikes. I don't really want to risk that. If I do anything like that, it's probably definitely going to have to be really heavily edited and that I basically barely show you guys anything, which is crazy because it's an hour-long special and I'm probably going to barely be able to show anything, but I'll see what I can do. Hopefully I can get something for you guys. I definitely have to show something because we've been hyped up for this series since December, so we gotta do something. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and next time you hear from me, we will be watching Pokemon Horizons. Take care, guys, and I will see you then.